Hey folks, welcome back to GP Reactions. I hope you're well. Hope you have a fantastic day. And big thank you to everybody that has subscribed to this channel. I was kind of like listening to a bit of Max Headroom the other day, and for anyone of a certain age, you'll remember who Max Headroom was. And it's kind of annoyingly sort of like stuck in my head, but that'll be the first and last Max Headroom impression I will do today. So anyway, I'm going to be reacting to a track by the Cockney Rebel, and this is called Judy Teen. I believe it was a non-album track. I've never heard of this track before. I remember they did a cover version of a Beatles song, Here Comes the Sun. They did Smile, Come Up and See Me, which was brilliant. Those are the only two. I know he did a lot more than that, Steve Harley, but those are the only two I remember. So this was from, came out, well, actually entered the UK Top 40 on the 11th of May 1974. Peaks at number 11, and the lineup of Cockney Rebel. See, I'm never sure if they're called Steve Harley and Cockney Rebel or just Cockney Rebel. But we've got Steve Harley on the vocals, Jean-Paul Crocker on electric violin and guitar, Paul Jeffries on Fender bass, Milton Ream James on keyboards, Stuart Elliott on drums and percussion. That's really all I know. So without further ado, I'm going to click play and see what this little ditty brings me. So I'm just going to take that back to start. I wasn't really listening, but that sounded really weird. So let's just start that again. It's really like they're sort of cranking something up there.
Judy Teen, the queen of the scene, she's right, dans l'amour. Verbal slang, American twang, yeah, dare not ignore. Him from New York, prompted to the top of Super Bowls. Judy Teen grew sick of the scene, just bragging to fools. She took his on the carousel, she made a smile and know how he lived. Sick of the riding on a crest, it was swell, we spelled face, they know how he lived. She made us happy. Subtle blues and the various hues, she kept her to torment. Me and Janky, oh hanky, seldom she bored me. She's so bold, and me feeling old, just stroking her ace. Super trooper, though he can show you more than a lace. She took his heart at the carousel, she made a smile and know how he lived. Sick of the riding on the crest, it was swell, we swell at face, they know how he lived. She made us happy.
This is a really quirky tune. I absolutely love it. It's so unusual. I think it's very much of its time. There's I think a lot of the interesting songs of that time, they kind of had like I don't know, they felt like a kind of a weird trip. And I know it's not, we're not talking about the 60s, but then even in the 70s there was stuff going on which was like, it wasn't glam rock, but it was something a little bit darker and stranger, and Bowie was probably the experiment of actually creating these visual soundscapes, and this is just really really strange. But he's got such an unusual voice anyway, and I don't really know what this is about. I mean, I think it's about maybe somebody he's met. Maybe this is a woman that he's met in real life who is part of a scene, who wants to maybe try something different, but she's like a scene queen. She wants to try something different, so she's kind of hooked up with him, and maybe it's something that happened in real life to Steve Harley, and so they've gone on a bit of a trip. Maybe not. I don't mean a trip in a car, but maybe just a trip of experiences, and this is what it's about. But I absolutely love it. I love the whole is that like a plucking a guitar? Yeah, this is great, and I like the transition between the really odd verses into a really nice sweeping chorus, because it kind of gives you it's a bit of a relief from the oddness of the verses, which are entertaining in themselves, but you're kind of like, okay, now rest. We can rest for a little bit. This feels nice. It feels comfortable. It's lovely. It's like a sweeping. It's something that's regular, and then you kind of like takes you back in, and you're ready for the next verse. Really, really cool song. Really, really cool.
She made us happy.
I mean, it says electric violin down here, so that electric violin must have been was that like a new thing back then in the early 70s? I mean, it sounded like a normal violin, but the fact that I'm reading electric violin.
Judy, we know you've been. Your ego's insane. To the cabaret where you trap and sway on your cane. Seeking shelter, no helter skelter's gonna betray ya. Judy, the queen of the scene, is coming to slay ya. She took his son, her carousel, and she made a smile and know how he lived. Together riding on a crest, big we swell, we spoil her face, they know how he lived. She made us happy.
I mean, that was the Cockney Rebel, Judy. I absolutely love that track. It's kind of feels so unusual. It didn't feel uncomfortable to listen to it. I get uncomfortable by certain tracks sometimes, and I think they're very well designed to do that. This was essentially telling a story, but in a very quirky fashion. And there's something about I think it was like the last two verses maybe, or last verse, that gave me an idea. So just hold fire 1 second. I'm going to check something on. Um, I think I might be onto something about what this song's about. Okay, so this is I'm back. This is my theory about the last. Because I kind of guessed it was with this song. I guessed that there was something going on with somebody who then meets somebody who's a bit of a scene queen, who then takes them, or they meet up. They're both quite different people, and they kind of hang out, and they kind of go on a bit of an experience together. But that was as far as kind of like my thinking went. But then I remember like one night I watched, I think it maybe, I don't know, I can't remember whether I watched the whole film or just half an hour of the movie Cabaret with Liza Minnelli. So the last verse, Judy teen, we know where you've been, your ego's insane, to the cabaret, where you'd, I don't know what that word is, shop and sway on your cane. So yeah, I remember she had a cane, she had the outfit. Judy teen, Queen of the Scene. So Judy teen. So I mean, Liza Minnelli was probably in her 20s when she did this, but her mother was Judy Garland. So maybe Judy teen is saying you're the teenager daughter of Judy Garland, to the cabaret. So maybe this is like about the movie, and the movie came out in 1972. So this came out 2 years later. I'm feeling quite pleased with myself that I think I've maybe figured out some of these lyrics. So maybe this whole song is about that movie now. I'm really going to have to go and watch the movie now to kind of figure out whether everything in this song makes sense. But apart from the story, which is like really odd and interesting, and as I remember, like the film kind of felt a little bit unusual as well. I can't even remember where it was supposed to be set. Was it Berlin or something like that? Anyway, this was a great song. I really enjoyed it. I love Steve Harley's voice. I loved the music. I really enjoyed the sweep into the chorus as well. That was just so nice. Felt really warm, and then it brings us back. Everything about this I really enjoyed. So please let me know if you've heard this song before. Let me know actually if I'm vaguely on the right track. Sometimes I go down, look at the comments on a song, but I'm pretty sure if I'm right, I'm right, and if I'm wrong, I'm completely wrong. So yeah, please join me in the comments. Let me know what you think and feel about this song. Have any memories of it? Do you remember the film Cabaret? Was this about the movie Cabaret? If so, please let me know. And until then, until next time, have a brilliant week. Have a fantastic week. The sun is now out outside. It is beautiful, and I'm hoping to get out a bit later on and enjoy the sunshine, as I hope many of you will be once you finish work. I have a week off at the moment, so I have pretty much, I can go out anytime I like. But yeah, see you all soon and have a wonderful week.